All right, moving on to receivers. You want to take it away?
Sure. My boom, and I'll ride until I die, is Devontae Adams.
With the first and goal, Rodgers caught touchdown.
Freck, I chose him as my bust last week.
And he did well. He did it.
Killed it.
He did it. He's averaging 11 targets per game ever since he came to the Jets, basically.
Yeah.
And for receivers, especially if you're Devontae Adams, surprisingly he hasn't been catching a lot of the balls but I don't know if it's like a Aaron Rodgers thing or a him thing.
Yeah.
But I just think this week against the Jags, I think I've said this before, but Rodgers is playing for his career right now.
That is true.
If he's
throwing like crazy.
Yeah, and so I think it's like the Jets are already out. If Rodgers can't prove that he could lead a team to win at least the last few games that don't matter,
Yeah.
they're gonna drop him.
Yeah.
And he's done.
Yeah.
And so I think he's gonna get the ball a lot. And then, as I mentioned earlier, Breece Hall is out.
Yeah.
And so with the two split backs, I do think that they'll still get the ball often, but Rodgers will try to demand the ball more. Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams are good, obviously the top two, and so Adams should have a pretty good game.
Okay. For my wide receiver boom, I got Juwan Jennings.
Brock Purdy has been killing them. Third down and 4. Jennings, second touchdown
On the 49ers versus
You
Rams.
love this guy.
I do.
You love this guy.
I mean, but like, I think he's flying under the radar.
Still.
Still.
You think so?
I think so. He just had a 2 touchdown game, but like, I feel like no one's talking about him as if. I honestly think he should be like a top 10, 15 receiver right now. At this rate.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's fully immersed himself to that Brandon Ayuk role that had last year, and I mean, Debo is struggling.
Yeah, dude.
Debo is struggling, and I mean, the only offense they can get in the past game is Kittle and Jennings. So I mean, yeah, Jennings just had a great game. I think part of it is just we expect. I mean, I'm expecting a shootout this game too. Partly, and so I think Jennings should make a big impact, and I'm expecting a big week from Purdy as well.
Nice. I hope he doesn't do too well, though.
Because you're playing against them?
No, because they're playing against the Rams.
Oh, right.
My bust is really ironic, though, because I had him as my boom last week, and he went off. Like, he might have been the number one player last week. Jordan Addison.
Right.
Now look, Terrell's on the outside. Darnold lets it rip for Addison at the pylon.
Right. Fudge, dude. I lost because of him.
Dude.
3 touchdowns?
I feel like this is one of those things where, like, remember I said Jaden Reed was going to go off, and he went off?
Yeah.
Like, I felt really proud that Addison got 3 touchdowns.
Like, this was crazy.
Like, I didn't see a 3 touchdown game, but, dude, I mean, I knew he was going to play well, but...
Best game of his career.
Yeah. So listen to us sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, so playing against the Bears, coming off biggest game of his career, as you said, he is truly a boom bust kind of guy. He's had 6 games without a touchdown, and within those games, he's averaging around 5.5 points, and so he's very touchdown dependent.
Got it.
And obviously last week I had a really good feeling about him, but this week they're playing against Chicago, who has only allowed 3 touchdown passes all year, and so that's averaging less than 1 per game.
2 was last game then.
Oh yeah, exactly. And so Chicago is not a good pass, it's pass friendly team to play against.
Yeah.
And so Addison needing touchdowns to produce, Chicago averaging less than 1 passing touchdown. It's gonna be tough to trust Addison, and I'm sure everyone's gonna be playing him.
Yeah.
Just after the last game.
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson obviously breaking his drought, 6-game touchdown drought. He got 2 last week as well. I fully expect him to be more involved than Addison.
Yeah, and Darnold's not gonna throw for 5 touchdowns.
Yeah,
hopefully.
and so I just think don't be blinded by what just happened. Man.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, it's
Like,
that's why he's
realistic expectations.
Yeah, and I chose him as a boom, and so now he's my bust.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Wow, bold pick. For my bust this week is also kind of I don't know if it's bold, but it's a highlight name or
Big name?
Hollywood name. Yeah, Malik Neighbors.
in a good position, and Kool-Aid McKinstry was never able to locate that foot.
Versus Baltimore. I mean, let's be honest. He hasn't like
After the first like 5-6 weeks.
yeah. I mean, to be fair, he's averaging like in the 8 to 9 points area, which is
Okay.
serviceable, right? But for somebody like him and his name, like, so I'm not gonna say I wouldn't start him, but I feel like if you're a wide receiver heavy team where you have 3 to 4 good receivers, I would consider on kind of like the bottom of that list this week.
I'm gonna throw out random receivers.
Yeah.
You tell me. Shakir.
I'm starting Shakir.
Oh, okay. JSN.
Yes, I'm starting JSN.
Keenan.
I would consider it, especially the way he's been playing lately. But here's the thing. The common denominator, they all have a decent quarterback. Just Malik is not going to get the ball. I mean, to be fair, we say, though, the Ravens give up a lot of air yards.
They do.
Right.
Uh-huh.
But if there's a week they don't, it's this week. It's this week, bro. It's this week. And so I just can't go into the playoffs thinking that, like
his neighbors was like a household, like, you just play no matter what.
Dude, for a while, he's receiver 1.
He was.
Right? And so it's like, for somebody with that potential, like, I don't know, it's tough. It's hard for me to trust somebody like that. Like, I would, like you said, the names you just said. Because those guys are...
Jerry Jeudy, for sure, over.
Yeah. Yeah. So, it's tough.
Gotcha.
So...
That is tough.
I'd be cautious.
I agree. I agree with that pick, to be honest. Neighbors definitely has fallen off. And I think the biggest thing with, like, fantasy, to be honest, especially fantasy football, is, like, you're so emotionally, like, tied to some players.
Yeah.
And it's hard to let go.
You have to let go. Yeah. Watch him go off.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to sleeper. I have Joshua Palmer.
Really?
Against the Bucks. And this is, if McConkey is out, I think Palmer should get. I think Palmer's the guy. Watch that game with the Chargers against Chiefs. Even though that Johnson got like the touchdown and got that look, and he had a phenomenal catch, Palmer's like the more go-to guy filling that McConkey role.
Herbert missed him on that long one.
Yeah, and so I think he's been getting. He got 9 targets the last game with McConkey out. He also outgained Johnson, even though Johnson got the touchdown. So I just think the opportunities there. Herbert will throw to Palmer more, filling that role, and so I think he might be a good sleeper pick because honestly, he probably wouldn't be started in most leagues.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, at this point, we need him to step up.
Yeah,
because Johnston, I think no.
And obviously, like with Dobbins out, that run game is not the same.
Yeah, dude. Gus Edwards the size of Henry, and he gets worse yards than Najee.
Yeah, dude. I don't understand. I mean, I understand why, like he keep running the ball because it's just his style.
Yeah,
but it's just like
it doesn't work.
You gotta throw the ball, bro.
Yeah,
like you have Herbert.
Right.
You're playing against the Chiefs. Like it's like watching that last game. It's like why do you keep running the ball?
Herbert hasn't thrown an interception in 12 straight games, so throw the ball.
Hey, why don't you, Harbaugh?
Seriously,
throw the ball.
Seriously. Okay, good pick. I actually think that's a really good pick because he should do a lot this week. My sleeper this week is Ray McCloud.
Only a 4-man rush, so Cousins has time. Over the middle, Ray McCloud, a sprint inside the 20.
Oh, okay.
On the Falcons, he actually just had a really good game. He's always been pretty solid. Like he's had like few blow up games this year.
So randomly, I don't know why. When you say Ray McCloud, I think about Tutu Atwell on the Rams. Like
Ray Tutu.
They kind of do the same thing.
No, they do actually.
They
do very similar play styles.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, I do expect Kirk Cousins to have a better game.
For sure.
Ray has stepped up, and so I think. Yeah, there's no really statistic. It's a gut feeling.
Against the Raiders.
The slot, I think they're going to be focusing on London and Mooney.
Pitts.
They're not worried about Pitts, bro. No one's worried about Pitts, bro.
But you know what though? I do think also it's kind of one of those weird things where Kirk is coming off like 2 really bad games.
There's no way he does.
And it's not even know what he does. It's like he knows he has someone watching him on the sideline. He knows that guy is waiting. Like
So he has to make
he's
things
waiting.
happen.
Yeah, so he's got to make things happen to make sure because it's not like he's on a 1-year. He's on a 4-year contract.
Yeah.
So it's not like the Falcons thought, oh, we're just gonna have him play 1 year. Like we'll see how it goes. So he's playing for his career too.
He really is, because this is the type of game too. Because if it was a good team and they lost, I think he would still keep his job. But
Yeah.
if he lost to the Raiders,
That'd be bad.
he might lose his job. So
That'd be bad.
all right, that wraps it up for this week. We'll
Yeah.
see you guys next week
All right.
for week 16 playoff time.
Yep. Bye. Peace.
Ugh, makes me so sad. Not in the playoffs.
It's okay. It's okay.